Instagram. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing really, really well wherever in the world you are. I'm about to record a couple of podcasts, so we're getting set up here in the studio. So this is a bit of the behind the scenes look at the studio. Let me quickly show you around. Homa, say hi. Hey. You see the lighting setup, you see our little studio setup. So we're recording a couple of podcasts for you. So for those of you who have been listening to On Purpose, a big, big thank you to each and every one of you. We have the one and only Priyanka Chopra on the podcast today. So if you have been watching her movies over the years, you've seen her incredible success over the years, then definitely go and check out today's podcast with Priyanka Chopra. And I wanted to come in live right now because I'm always reading your comments. I'm reflecting on what you're sharing with me. I'm intrigued by what you're struggling with, what you're working on. And I was reading a lot lately. I could see that a lot of you are struggling with procrastination, overthinking, burnout, stress. Maybe you're feeling a bit of pressure to achieve your goals. Say yes in the comments if any of that resonates or if any of that feels right. Like, how many of you feel that? Or you're overwhelmed, you're procrastinating, you're overthinking, maybe you're stressed about your goals, or 2021 hasn't been as different as you expected. And by the way, I get that, right? Like 2021 has definitely not been as different as we all would have wanted, or maybe falsely expected. But I wanted to share a story with you. And this story is a story that was shared with me, and it's from a book called The Zen of Archery. I believe that's what the name of the book is. Let me quickly type it in to make sure I'm giving you the right name of the book. I want to make sure. Zen of Archery. Let me have a look. It's Zen in the Art of Archery. Zen in the Art of Archery. That's where this story is from, and it was shared with me. And it's a really powerful story. And in this story, a student approaches a master and says, I want to learn to be an archer. And the master says, sure, let's do it. So what the master does is the master draws the bullseye on a piece of paper, sticks that paper to a tree, pins it to a tree, makes a makeshift bow, an arrow with a twig, gives it to the student and says, start to shoot. The student starts to shoot, and guess what? The student misses every shot. Right? The student just misses, fires, doesn't get it right. Now, the master asks the student a very important question because the student's getting pretty frustrated right now. The master asks the student, what is your goal? What's your goal? A really, really important question. What is your goal? The student replies, shooting and hitting the bullseye right in the middle. That's my goal. To shoot the bullseye right in the middle. That's my goal. The master laughs and says, so you're telling me that your goal is to fire this twig into the middle of that piece of paper that's stuck on the tree. That's your goal. And the student's like, yeah? And the master shares a really important wisdom. The master says, that's not your goal. That's your target. Your goal is to be so still and so grounded and so calm that you can hit your target. Think about that really carefully. Your goal is not your target. Your goal is that you can be so still, you can be so calm, you can be so focused, you can be so present that you can hit that target. When you have a target, it's a means to an end to experience your goal. Having a target is important. Having a goal is important. Having growth in your life is important. How many of you have an area of your life where you want to grow, or you have a goal, or you have a target, but you're not reaching it? Say yes in the comments if you experienced that. I'm glad you love this story. I'm really glad that you appreciate it. It's from the book that I just mentioned. The name of the book, again for all of you, is Zen in the Art of Archery. It's a beautiful book and a story that a good friend of mine shared with me. But how many of you feel that? How many of you feel you have a goal? How many of you feel you have an aim, but you feel you're not quite getting there? Every year you keep hitting the same wall. You keep hitting the same perspective. It's just not happening. I'm seeing a lot of yeses in the comments, right? I know that. I feel that too. I've been there too. And that's where I realized that there are only 3 things needed for real change in our life. There are only 3 big things needed to make a change in our life. And I promise you, if you reflect on this, you'll find that you don't have at least one of these 3 things, if not 2. So as I share these, I want you to say yes or no as to whether you have them in your life or not, right? So these are the 3 C's of transformation needed in any goal in life. The first one is coaching. If you want to transform any area of your life, you need coaching. If you don't have coaching, if you don't have guidance, if you don't have training in your life, it's pretty much impossible to expect to achieve a goal. If I have a health goal, I need a health coach. If I have a career goal, I need a career coach. Coaching is such a critical part of changing your life. It's such a big part of my culture. It's such a big part of the investment I make. I'm always in the process of seeking out new coaches, right? So, how many of you, yes or no, do you have coach in your life? When I say coach, I mean like a real coach. I don't just mean someone who gives you advice or mentorship. I mean someone who's actually coaching you, right? The second thing you need is consistency and commitment. Consistency equals commitment. If there's no consistency in your life, there's no commitment in your life. If there's no commitment in your life, there's no growth in your life. So if you've not made a commitment to consistent coaching, to consistent growth, you won't experience that change in your life. Have you ever felt that before? You start a new habit, you get into momentum, but because you didn't make a commitment to someone. I'll give you an example. I had a friend who was like, I really want to read. I want to read regularly. They started reading. They were reading for half an hour a day and they were really feeling good about it. But after about a week, it stopped. It stopped because they didn't make a commitment to a book club. They didn't make a commitment to a group that invested in that same thing. Commitment is so important. I started playing tennis lately and I made a commitment to my tennis coach. That means I always play because I'm ready there. And thirdly and finally is community. We need community for accountability. You need other people around you who have the same goals, who want to push forward and make a difference in their life. How many of you realize by listening to me right now that you want and need coaching, consistency, and community in your life? Say yes in the comments. If you're listening, you're like, Jay, that's exactly what I need, right? I need coaching, consistency, and community. Now, there are 5 areas of our life: physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And what I want to announce to you today and invite you to is a program that I created to give you coaching, consistency, and community in your physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And that's really the root of everything. If you want to have a successful career, you've got to have a great relationship with yourself. If you want to build an amazing partnership or marriage or connection in your life, you need to have that connection with yourself. And so this program, the Genius Community, is dedicated to helping you build coaching, consistency, and community in your life to reach your physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual goals. How many of you are ready for that? How many of you, say yes in the comments, are saying, yes, that is what I need, Jay. I want to have that. So inside my Genius Community program, every single week, I'm coaching a workshop inside with you as a group. So you get me in your life, coaching you weekly on themes around your physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual growth. We talk about everything from a finance and work plan. We talk about everything from purpose and passion to forgiveness to healthy diets. We focus on so many areas that will truly impact your life. Every single week inside the Genius Pro community, we do a meditation, right? We do a meditation. So now there are over a library of 200 meditations that you can do on any given day. Now I want to share this with you because we've been practicing and running with Genius for the last 3 years. So it's a tried and tested method. And these are the results people have seen. People have been members for months and years, but people have found that just in 90 days, they feel 25% less anxious. If you felt 25% less anxious, what do you think you could achieve? Our research found that people feel 40% less lonely. How many of you want to feel more connected, have more powerful community around you? The third thing that we found is people are 50% more focused after just 90 days in Genius. If you were 50% more focused, what could you achieve in your career? What could you achieve in 2021? If you were 75% more supported, what could you achieve? And if you were 40% happier, what could you create? So jshettygenius.com is the place that you can sign up. But I want to share a bit more about why Genius is right with you, because I can see a lot of people saying, Jay, how do I sign up to Genius? How do I do that? So I want to tell you a bit more about it. If you're someone who wants to overcome stress in their life, overcome procrastination, then Genius is right for you. If you're someone who's saying, Jay, I'm in a good place, but I want to take it to the next level, then Genius is right for you. If you're someone who's saying, Jay, I read your book, I love Think Like a Monk, I listen to On Purpose, it's my favorite podcast, but I want to go deeper with you, I want to work with you more closely, then Genius is your answer. Genius is for anyone who's searching for more. It's for anyone who wants to up-level their life. It's for anyone who wants to improve their relationship and get a growth mindset coach, consistency, and community. For any of you who are like, Jay, I want to practice what you talk about in your book. I want to implement what you talk about on your podcast. That's what we do in Genius. So again, I want to share with you everything that's in Genius. You get live weekly workshops with me, live weekly meditations with me. Now there's access to over 200. The workshops are based on physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual growth. And then you get access to our app. We have a Genius app that comes with our membership. And inside you have journeys. Journeys are programs that help you remove, procrastination, help you become more productive, help you understand how to plan for wealth and your finances. The Genius app has all access areas for you as a member. And we have our Genius book club, so you get a chance to read and read along with a community of thousands of members across the world. And our online and offline community will kick off soon. We had meetups in over 100 cities in the world, and they're coming your way soon. Now, if you're going, Jay, I want this, I need this, say yes in the comments right now. If you're feeling pumped and thinking, Jay, this is what I've been waiting for, right? I read your book, I listened to the podcast, this is what I wanted from you. How many of you are feeling that way right now? That, Jay, this is what I wanted from you. This is what I've been waiting for. Because that's the feedback I've heard. That's what I've been hearing from so many people right now, that, Jay, this is exactly the next step we needed. So everything I've just mentioned, the weekly workshops, the weekly meditations, the Genius app and the journeys, the book club, right? All of this, the community, you can have access to all of this at $39 a month. Or if you pay annual, you get 2 months free at $390, right? There are no contracts, no minimum monthly commitments. You can cancel and get a refund at any time. You can even join for $39 a month and upgrade to the annual afterwards. When you think about it, this is just $1.30 investment in yourself per day. $1 per day to invest in yourself, right? Now, why have we done this? 99% of my content has always been free. We do 2 podcasts a week, 3 new videos a week. We create so much content every single week for absolutely free, and it's all there. But this is the next step. This is the next level for the journey. If you're ready to invest in your growth for just over $1 a day, then this is the program for you. And for the first time ever, with this Genius sharing and service and offering that we have for you, we have a well-being bundle. And this is what it includes. When you sign up today for Genius for $39 a month, and you can sign for just 1 month if that's where you want to start, this is what you get. You get my gratitude guide. You get my book notes toolkit, which teaches you how to make phenomenal notes on books you read. You get the Plan Your Best Year live masterclass. If you're like 2021 needs to be a better year for me, you get that as well. And if you join annual, like if you sign up and you're like, Jay, I already need this for the whole year, and you sign up annual, then you get access to a Q&A with me with a group of only the people who sign up for annual, and you get Genius for 3 months to give to a friend. So if you sign up annual today, you access to them as a free trial, so you can do it with someone, and so much more. So if you're sitting there going, Jay, this is exactly what I needed, you can join from anywhere in the world. We have people from over 140 countries. Best Self says, invest in your growth. You are worth it. Exactly. I couldn't agree more. This moment is precious says, I will join, bro. That's fantastic. Head over right now to jshettygenius.com. Siobhan just said, I signed up for a whole year and haven't looked back. I love hearing that. It's as simple as going to jshettygenius.com, signing up, joining us, being present with us. And for those of you who are just intrigued and want to learn more, if my podcast has helped you, if my book has helped you, please go and check out jshettygenius.com. Just go to the site, read it through, learn it through, give it an opportunity. The affirmative word says, I will join. That's amazing. Go and join at jshettygenius.com. Ellie says, I've had Genius for 1 day and I love it. I love that. I love that. I can't wait till you say that after a year, Ellie. That's music to my ears. And this is the space. This is it. So jshettygenius.com is the place I'd love for you to come. If you want coaching in your life, consistency in your life, community in your life, and you're ready to grow to the next level in your life, then this is the place to start. If you read Think Like a Monk, or if you're reading it right now, if you listen to On Purpose, and you're like, I'm ready, Natalie, Sophie, I hope you can come and check us out and join us. It will be amazing. And what I love about it is I'm sharing with you what I'm learning from thought leaders. I'm doing the reading, I'm doing the curation so that I can pass it on to you. So if you're someone who's like, Jay, I'm too busy, I don't have time for growth, this is perfect for you because I'm doing all the work so I can share it with you, right? I'm doing the studies, I'm speaking to people, I'm talking to people. And I'm loving that energy. T says, I love the book. Mo says, loved your book. I love that. Harmy says, I need Genius. Brush says, brought your book yesterday. I love that. If you love the book, you will love Genius. jshettygenius.com. Come and join us. Come and hang out. Can't wait to welcome you.